So I've arrived at Weird Worcester. Last year it was an amazing event actually. I really had a good time last year. I'm sure this year will probably be hopefully just as good. So I can't wait to get inside and show you guys what it's all about. Alright.
Hi, my name's Janey, aka Uncle Frank. I am a horror Blu-ray cover artist, as well as posters, comics, merchandise, and lots of crazy stuff. Probably known more for my gory stuff. You may have seen some of my Terrifier 3 artwork for the German media book releases, and also Darren Ward's box set. So yeah, it's a crazy, fun career. Lots of crazy stuff that I have to illustrate. The one I'm probably most famous for in Germany is this one, and it kind of like rocketed me to kind of like pseudo horror fame. It's so brutal, visually nasty, but also aesthetically pleasing. I think that's my brand. You know, I'll do horrible stuff, but it'll also look good on your wall, like classic film posters and stuff like that. And after I did that artwork, all the commissions started coming in. We want something as horrible and as violent as that. So that's the bar that I set myself.
Fantastic.
So this is my cover for Zombie Flesh Eaters. It was released by NeMA Studios. 4K, limited to only 500 copies. When I got commissioned to do the cover for this, it was a dream come true, but it was terrifying as well, because so many great artists have done cover for this already. Yeah. And there's two obviously very memorable moments in the movie, the eye scene and the shark scene. And I was like, well, which one do I do for the cover? You know, it has to be one of them two. And I managed to find a very innovative and, again, novel way of combining both images in one cover. Which struck a chord with the audience.
It's so good, man.
Yeah, it sold out in just one day.
Wow,
so
it's beautiful.
The 3 that I have here are the only 3 that's left.
Wow.
Hiya, I'm Nick. I am one half of NeMA Studios. I'm the N in the NEMA of NeMA Studios. We are a British indie nostalgia-driven merch company is the best way I can describe us, I think. So what we try and do is we try and make trading cards, action figures, vinyl toys, t-shirts, comics, pins, all that kind of stuff, based entirely on properties that you knew when you were a kid growing up here, rather than in the United States. Because if you're like us and you were, child of 82, etc., you'll know that we all loved Thundercats, we all loved He-Man, we all loved Ninja Turtles. I consider Ninja Turtles to be kind of my jam. They belong to me and everybody else can leave them alone. But it's one of those things where they were all American programs that we got here. And the things that we had here never really got the attention that they deserved. So things like the Trapdoor, things like Grot Bags, things like Fiendish Feet, etc., that we've managed to pick up the rights to, we try and bring those to life now for the big kids out there that want to have them in their collection and remember that guy, remember that, and that's why we're always trying to strive to do that. So we've been around, I suppose established would be the fancy way of saying it, since 2017, so coming up on 10 years next year. We've got huge plans for things for next year. There's more from us coming. If you've been following us recently, you will have seen the Trapdoor plushes. There's more plushes coming. We've got some new vinyl toys coming for the first time in kind of 5-6 years, something like that. More pins, more trading cards, more t-shirts. There's the most imminent thing I can tell you that I'm allowed to tell you is that, depending on when this video comes out, because it's being filmed mid-July, first week in August we're dropping a brand new Trapdoor comic. It's the first new and original Trapdoor story or episode, if you like, in 30 years. Whoa. So there you go, you got an exclusive on that. So we're really excited about that. That will be available in person for the first time at MCM Birmingham at the NEC 7th to the 9th of August.
That's great, man. Thanks a lot.
So yeah, hope to see you there. Take it easy.
Cheers, man.
Yeah, so these are the Tom Savini ones. I was actually sat next to Tom Savini at Steel City Con 3 years ago, and he double signed that one because he didn't like my pen. My pen ran out, so he threw it at me. I laughed. It was quite funny. So that one there is Tom Savini, and then John Carpenter very tinily has signed there, and Simon Pegg signed that one. That was a Monopoly. The voice actor of Ghostface, Roger Jackson signed that one, and in the voice of Ghostface, he told me to smile off the camera. So my partner didn't take it; she only took a picture. But yeah, the horror stuff with Garbage File Kids is my absolute favourite. You kind of go to town with stuff, and I'm a huge John Carpenter fan anyway, and Dawn of the Dead. So right, they give us a little bit of leeway of what we can do. Cool. But like obviously, because we've got a shop now as well, we've got things like the Nightmare on Elm Street sticker book there, vintage ones. We put them out. Well, you can hear this. I've got the shipper box behind there of these, so I've even got the shipper box, and the inside is 2 unused sticker books. And the condition that's in is just remarkable for its age.
Forecast sign, Ian McCulloch, Al Cliver. That's Fabio Frizzi, Al Cliver, and then Alterio over there.
Oh, it's a sweet mess, man. So what are you doing with that?
Probably going to the display case.
In display case, yeah, it's got to, isn't it? It's too nice. Yeah, cool, man. Cheers, lot. Thanks.
That's all right, no worries.
So the American Welfare London Board, that started off as an idea some years ago because I attend a horror film festival in Edinburgh called Dead by Dawn, and that's had a little hiatus with the pandemic, but it's coming back next year. So if you are willing to travel to Edinburgh or in Edinburgh, then come to Dead by Dawn. But for their 25th anniversary in 2018, they had John Landis as a special guest. So on that news, I went to work on the American Welfare London board game. Because he was doing a signing one of the mornings, and it was 1 item per customer, or per guest. So I had to have something that was going to blow him out of the water, and it did. He stopped for a good 20 minutes and chatted with everyone in the queue about the making of the film. He gave me his business card. We've had a few email exchanges since. Whenever I've done anything that's remotely related to stuff he's worked on. To the point that I've made him a 3 Amigo set a couple of years ago, And last year, when I finally finished making one of Clue the movie, I just emailed him some photos because he was one of the writers on it, and that's where I got the quote you can see on the banner behind me.
Hey.
Hi there, I'm Rodney Sims. I'm the film butcher. I sell posters, stills, press books, all sorts of memorabilia. I got into horror quite early on. I do remember seeing Dead of Night and being completely terrified by the ventriloquist dummy section with Michael Redgrave. When I was single figures, 8, 9, it was on, as I recall, on in the afternoon. It scared me shitless. I then got a thing called Ian Allen. They were film albums. They did a westerns one, but they did a horror one. And my mum bought that for me at Waterloo Station, and it was filled with stills right from the silent days through to the current films, current Hammer films at the time, so early 70s. And that set me off on a quest to find out more and see the films that obviously I wasn't allowed to see. I started collecting by getting things from the adverts that used to run in the back of Film Review. There would be a wanted or a for sales ad on the very last page. You'd send off, you'd get a big typewritten list, you'd say what you want, you'd send off for me by postal order because I don't have a bank account, and then a little while later your third or fourth choice would turn up because you'd always send it too late, and someone would have got what you really wanted. But my first successful bids and gots were the front of house set and the original release poster for Night of the Living Dead. So that's where I started, and I would have been about 14 at that point, and that's mid 70s, and it's been going ever since.
Wow, excellent. So I'm all done. I had such a good morning. Weird Worcester, so good. It's just so easy to maneuver around. There's lots of space. I could have easily well, I did spend all my money. I think no, I've got 20 quid left. So I bought two things today from the Film Butcher, my good friend Rodney, and friend of the channel. I bought this lovely still from of Peter Cushing from Tales from the Crypt. I'm not sure what that is on the back. Someone's notes. But it's such I've never seen that much detail before from that character. You can see the rot in his teeth. You can see it's just so much detail there. If I was ever to get a tattoo, which I've been thinking about for this character, Peter Cushing from that film, perfect, you know. But my big buy of the day from Uncle Frank Productions. There's 3 of these left in the world, so it did cost me a lot of money, but I can help it. It's too beautiful, and it's this lovely release of zombie flesh eaters. That artwork's amazing. It's so good. It had to be done. So anyway, stupid hat. Weird Worcester is probably the most underrated horror convention I go to. I can't wait for next year. Last year was great. This year was probably even better. So thanks for everyone who spoke to me, who was happy to be part of this video. Hopefully I've been able to get some eyes on your products. That's what it's all about. That's what this channel is all about. So hopefully anyway, I'm rabbiting on. See you at the next one. All right, bye.